So now you know what a title company does, but in a transaction, who chooses the title company to do the closing? Hi, my name is Omar Erchid. I'm a real estate attorney and founder of Titletown Closing Group in Tampa, Florida. Today I'll be addressing how a title company gets chosen to close the transaction. Most of the time, a title company is going to be a neutral party in a closing. There's the buyer side, the seller side, and a title company will prepare the closing documents and do the settlement and otherwise ensure that the transaction's carried out. Sometimes an attorney or a title company owned by an attorney will represent one of the two sides. But for residential transactions, it's very common for parties not to be represented by counsel, and instead they rely on their real estate agents to represent them throughout the closing. When that happens, the title company is typically chosen by the party who's paying for the title insurance. The contract between the buyer and the seller will set out who is paying for the title insurance as one of the closing costs. So for most of the counties in Florida, the seller will pay for the title insurance policy. In some of the counties in Florida, it's the custom for the buyer to pay. Now, there is no hard set rule. This is based on custom. The custom throughout most counties in the state is that the seller chooses the title company and therefore pays the title insurance premium. There's a handful of counties in which the custom is the buyer pays, such as in South Florida, the Panhandle, Sarasota, and the surrounding counties. They will typically be a buyer choose title county or transaction, but it's not a hard rule whatsoever. We've done transactions in South Florida where the seller paid for title insurance and picked the title company. It's really all up to negotiation, but I'm speaking to you about the general customs. We've done deals where the seller pays for title, but doesn't choose the title company because they don't really have a preferred company. So the buyer ends up making their recommendation or referral, and it comes to our title office, and vice versa. Why does the choice matter of which title company you go through? Most title companies are going to charge the exact same thing or within just a few dollars of what the title company next door or down the street will charge. And that's because title insurance is regulated by the state. Title company A, title company B, whether you close at one or the other, you're probably going to pay the same in closing costs or not very far off. Customer service is what sets apart the different agencies. Customer service and education or knowledge of the transaction. And when you have an attorney, an experienced attorney on staff or doing the closing, you know that the attorney is trained in the law and has the legal knowledge to carry out the transaction in a way that's compliant and make sure that they are able to handle or clear title defects as they may pop up prior to the closing. So understanding who chooses title and choosing wisely will go a long way in making sure your transaction closes smoothly. Make sure you choose an attorney-owned title company like ours. My name is Omar Erchid and I'm the founder of Titletown Closing Group, and we look forward to seeing you in our closing room.